So in the first two parts of this video series, we discuss about how to open the company in Hong Kong, and then we discuss how to open a bank account in Hong Kong for this company. Now, in this video, we'll be discussing the legal maintenance of your limited company. So fantastic, you just opened the company and you're happy and you think that you will grow a fantastic empire out of that company, everything goes all right. But basically, this is the beginning of your venture, and it's the beginning of your compliance as well in Hong Kong. So what will happen is for a year, you're fine. I just run the business, no issue. But after 1 year, it's time to do your renewal, to do your maintenance. And what does that include? Well, you have to make sure you renew your service with your company secretary, which has to be, as I mentioned in the first video, TCSP licensed. Okay, so you need to have this license, make sure he has it. So what is the company secretary? I mentioned in the first video, I will talk a bit more about their services. So the ComSec is not an admin. Sometimes a bit confusing, especially in non-English languages. Like in French, for example, when I think of a secretary, it will be an administrative person, But actually in Hong Kong is a paralegal function. So what that person does, he helps you or she helps you with the change of directors, if any, share allotment, share transfer, change of address, organize the annual general meeting or the exceptional general meeting, fill in the annual return, maintain the significant control register, which we'll discuss later, pay the BR on your behalf with the CR. Basically, that person is the link between you and the CR. So the CR is the company registry. You will have to renew your registered address, especially if you work with a provider like us. So every year you have to renew your registered address. You have to renew your business registration. So yes, you pay a fee at the beginning, 2,150, but every year you have to repay the same fee, 2,150. Then you have to do the annual return. So the annual return has nothing to do with the tax return, just to be clear, because it might be sometimes a little bit confusing to people. The annual return is about compliance. It's not about tax. So on the annual return, what you will explain is basically all the things I mentioned under the responsibility of the company secretary. Were there any change of address, change of director, change of share capital, change of company secretary, anything related to the compliance, the governance of your company? Okay, so that will be in the annual return. The filing is quite simple. The price is really cheap, it's 105. But you better do it on time, otherwise you'll have fines. So be careful with these. You better do everything on time. Then you have to update the significant control register, which will be done by your company secretary as well. So what is that? Is basically a register where you see who is controlling the company. As I mentioned in the first video, this is not public, only for the authorities if they ask for it. And then every year we have to do an anti-money laundering, counterterrorism, financing checkup. Be sure you are not on the list of sanctioned individuals, that you are not politically exposed. And if you are, we have to check that you are clean, so that's something that we have to do every year. By the way, if you are PEP, so politically exposed person, it's better to mention it to your company secretary and explain the whole situation so that we can have a good understanding on what's going on, So it's not that we cannot open the company with you, that we cannot open an account, that we cannot maintain your company. It's just that we need to be aware of it and make a bit of extra compliance on our side.